Here comes your 90-day fiancé. Your 90-day fiancé recap. With Allie and Melissa.
Hello, and welcome to Webcrawler's Bimbo News 90-Day Fiancé Recap. I'm Allie Siegel.
And I'm Melissa Stettin.
This is a podcast where we'll discuss the latest episodes in the 90-Day Fiancé universe. We have a Patreon. Our true crime episodes are now only available at patreon.com/webcrawlers for $5 a month. But they're still available, guys. Don't you worry. Also, we will be recapping My Strange Addiction. I've also started watching Charmed, like the original Charmed from the 90s.
Wait, what is Charmed?
With Shannon Doherty and Alyssa Milano.
Are they witches?
Yeah, they play witches. It's the most ridiculous show I've ever seen, and it's so 90s. I might talk about those a little bit. Yeah, it's like, I don't think I ever watched it either. It's very silly.
Is it like, what's that movie with the 3 witches or the 4 witches?
Oh, The Craft?
Yeah.
It wishes it had the emotional depth of The Craft. It is
The Craft.
Very silly. Also, please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and call into our hotline and leave a voicemail if you'd like to be on our mailbag episodes. Leave a message about something we've discussed in an episode. Tell us a secret. A story or whatever you'd like. The number is
626-63 or 2069. Nice.
All right, let's get into the universe. First, before the 90 days, season 6, episode 13, Modern Romance.
Oh, how modern.
I don't know how modern these are. I guess because they all met on the internet. Christian and Cleo.
So as every relationship that's on the rocks, they decide to go to a costume shop.
I know. I love it that it's like, some people are like, we're going to have a baby. We are going to buy a house together. They're like, we need to go cosplay.
We need to cosplay.
Yeah.
It might work for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's in their wheelhouse. This shop looks fun.
It does.
And I love that it's like it's like a it's all year round Halloween store, essentially.
Great idea.
Which is my dream. They try on different outfits. They want to do the 1920s gangster look. I sent you the audio. Christian is negged so hard by the guy who works there, and it's so funny because they're getting measured for their costumes.
I love that the audio is called Skinny Neck.
Yeah, I had to name it somehow in my voice notes.
Measurements for you as well. Just going to come around your neck here. Oh my goodness, you have got an incredibly tiny neck. Oh. That's insane. You probably have one of the smallest necks I've ever fitted on a man.
My adam's apple is twice as large as his.
Jesus. Well, right. most people's neck size are about 15 inches, and you've got a 14-inch collar.
Oh, wow, yes, hello. You have a very skinny neck.
It's very, very small.
Great. Skinniest neck of a man I've ever seen. Wow, were you sick a lot as a child? It is how you sick a lot as a child. No.
When he said an average neck is 15 inches and he said yours is 14, I was like, oh.
That's not that small.
I thought I was going to say like a 10-inch neck.
I know. Like he's just like a string bean neck. His head's going to just bob off.
You know what they say about guys with tiny necks?
Huge egos. So he's clearly been compensating for his tiny neck. Cleo is into this whole cosplay thing.
Yes.
She's getting all horned up.
Yeah, he puts on this knight costume and she's like, ooh, la la.
Yeah, she likes that mesh, that medieval mesh. And they say their first I love you at the cosplay place.
Yeah, it really brought them together.
Okay, this is a question I have. So he gives her a necklace. He says, yes. I have something for you. This is a necklace to show my love for you. And then she says, did you say your love for me? And he says, yes, I would like to continue dating and see where this goes. If a guy says, "This shows my love for you," is that saying I'm in love with you? Or is that a weird guy loophole of not saying I love you, but like
getting a promise ring?
Yeah.
I mean, when you say the word love, I think you mean love.
Well, because I just
that's how
feel,
I would. If a guy said, "Here's a necklace to show my love for you," and if he hasn't said "I love you," I'd be like, "Oh, he loves me."
Of course, that's how we would take it. But I could imagine, for example, like in the reunion or something, they're not together anymore, and Cleo says, "You told me you were in love with me," and then he's like, "No, I told you I had love for you."
I love you as a person. Bullshit.
You know. I just, when he said that, I was like, oh, is this a weird guy loophole thing? I don't know.
For him, I think it is, because he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, what does that even mean? So somehow it's Thanksgiving. The timing in all of these shows is so confusing to me.
I don't know. It's shot over like a year, and they just keep going back and forth. It makes no sense whatsoever.
When we get to UK,
God.
I'm like, what is the timeline on this? Talk about what he does here, because it's so fucking weird.
So they're shopping for Thanksgiving food, and he wants to get like the traditional American food. And he wants to get creamed corn. He's like, yeah, creamed corn. She's like, what's that? And he's like, it's just corn that's like in a cream. He's like, I used to eat a can of creamed corn by itself.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that's not the part that I thought was so weird.
Oh.
The part after that was, but that is also so weird.
Not the eating a cream corn by itself.
Yeah,
weird.
no, that's normal.
Very weird.
That's just a Tuesday. I did think it was funny. I mean, I don't know a lot about cream corn culture, but that he hashtag cream corn culture, but that he was like, no, I don't want fresh corn. Like, we got to get the worst canned corn available to make this.
Yes. That was okay. I mean, that feels like an American thing.
Yeah. It was like, we don't use fresh ingredients in America.
No.
Like, where's the canned goods?
Canned green beans for green bean casserole. Are you crazy? Fresh green beans? Get out of here.
Yeah, like, where's the doomsday prepper section? Because I need expired dented cans to make my family's cream corn.
They're probably cheaper.
100%. The part I thought was crazy was Cleo has class.
Oh my God.
And
this is crazy.
He goes out while she's in class, and he comes home like wasted. And he like, it was so weird. Like, he was like pre-gaming before with her wine or something, and then he went out, and then so he meets another American girl at the bar, and they're like hanging out.
A cute girl.
Yeah. Inappropriate, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And what's even more inappropriate is he invites her to Thanksgiving dinner at Cleo's house.
That is the craze. That is so. He just doesn't understand Cleo at all. He has to know that that's the one thing. Like, don't invite strangers to my house. Is he that dumb?
Yeah, even if it wasn't Cleo, like, imagine if a guy you were talking to on Tinder or something was visiting you, and he's like, oh, hey, I was at a bar tonight, and I met a girl, and she's going to come over for dinner. I'd be like,
that's insane.
I hardly know you. I'm just getting to know you. And now you're inviting some girl over. I'd be like, are you trying to have a threesome? What's happening here? What are you doing? And especially given his track record.
Yeah, talking to those girls on an airplane.
And talking to those girls at the bar when she was uncomfortable.
Like, what does he do? It's so strange. Why is he doing this?
Yeah, she's made it abundantly clear that she doesn't like this behavior from him. And he continues to do it. And it's just, girl.
Is he just like an alcoholic and he's just like reckless?
When he said, I don't drink that much, or like, I don't drink that often, I was like,
he was
drunk every day.
Wasted. Yeah. When Cleo came home from class, he's like, hey, can I get you a glass of wine? Like, he was wasted.
anytime someone says I don't drink that much, I'm like, okay, you drink every day. Like he's been drunk almost every scene of so far. So
he was at the pub for 4 hours.
And I understand that that's part of English culture. Like
Sure.
they just hang out at the pub and they like watch TV and sports and they eat and stuff. But
Eat a little bit of fish and chips.
Yeah. But I just think that, oh my God. Did you, okay, you know that, I never know how to pronounce that website. Is it Sheen or Shine or whatever?
Sheen, I think.
Sheen.
Shein.
You know that influencer who like got a bunch of bad rep for...
Yes.
Did you see that video where she and her boyfriend are eating quote unquote fish and chips?
No.
Oh my God. So she's in England and she's like tasting British food. And she thought fish and chips was like a bag of chips and like tin sardines.
Was she serious?
Yes. I mean, she might have been trolling, but like, I don't think she was. So she and her boyfriend were like, okay, let's try fish and chips now. And they were like all grossed out. And she opened a can of sardines and she like took out a sardine and like put a chip on, like potato chip on top of it. And she was like, okay, fish and chips. And then like ate it.
Wow. She's dumb.
Yeah, she's just digging herself
She's
into
dumb.
more and
that
more holes.
video of her at the factory where she's like, oh, the conditions are great here. Everything. It's like, girl, they're taking you to this like this office. It's not the factory where the
It's also, yeah, it wasn't even a factory.
Fine. There's no slave labor here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was insane.
Everyone who worked like in clothes was like, this isn't a factory. There's no signs anywhere that you need an illegal factory where you make clothing. Like this is a office building that they're pretending is for
insane.
Oh, that girl's an idiot. Okay. Meisha and Nicola. They're at the mom's house with the brothers.
I thought this was funny. They asked Nicola finally explains to his family who she is.
Yeah.
And he says we met on Facebook because Meisha made a post about Jesus.
Yeah.
And then he started mansplaining Jesus to her.
Yeah, he's like, and then I corrected her on her Facebook post and we just started talking from there. And I'm like, that makes so much sense.
He's such a weirdo. Like, he's so reluctant to tell his family.
I don't think he likes her. I honestly think that he
like,
doesn't like her
doing?
personality and he's bummed.
Oh, like he liked her on the internet but doesn't like her in person.
Yeah, I think that he really wanted a religious woman. I think that actually really matters to him. And I bet that all of their conversations really were religious in nature and about the Bible. And now she's here and he's like, oh, this woman really cares about clothes and appearances. And she's messy and she likes dancing and drinking. And I'm just not into it.
Yeah. But the family was like, of course, they were all thrilled. They're like, oh, great, you're getting engaged. Like, he's the one who kept putting it in her head. Like, oh, they're going to be disappointed because you're divorced and you have kids. You're not a virgin. And she was all nervous. And the family's like, whatever, we don't care.
Yeah, no, the mom is like, please get married. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get married while I'm still alive so then I can come to America and like spend the last of my days in paradise in wherever she's from, like Orange County. So I found her Instagram.
Oh.
And her posts are so funny.
Meisha P. Johnson is her name?
Yeah.
What does she post?
She's a spiritual director, PhD student, former anchor.
24,000 followers. Former anchor at CBS and Fox.
Yeah, she was a news anchor. I think she was like a weather woman or something. I love this one. Dating tip. Run as fast as you can towards God. And if someone keeps up, introduce yourself.
Who does she follow? A bunch of Christian accounts.
It's just, as a spiritual director, I talk to people all day long about how to better their lives with faith, putting as much, if not more, energy into strengthening our spiritual lives as anything else is an absolute game changer. I know because I've lived it. Everything, all the peace and joy you're looking for is possible with faith. What does that even mean?
She follows Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, no. That's like the least surprising thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's really crazy.
What are you doing? She follows Roseanne Barr.
Oh, boy. So she's like a real Republican.
Oh, boy.
That woman is not vaxxed.
Dan Crenshaw. She ain't vax. She thinks the vax gives you 5G.
Yeah, that woman ain't vaxxed, and she has some strong opinions about Jews. I bet you.
Following some problematic people. Oh, I mean, Trump, of course. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. That is so funny.
The more I scroll, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz? Who follows Ted Cruz on Instagram? What are you doing? Ron DeSantis? What do you need to follow him for?
That's bananas. Well, I bet it's because she worked for Fox.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, I didn't like her before, and now I like her even less.
Okay.
I mean, appearance-wise, she does give Republican vibes.
Yes.
She does give Trump wife vibes.
Yes, she does.
Well, maybe Trump will watch 90 Day Fiancé and she'll...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
write him
Nicola
letters in prison.
is a Trump head.
I don't know. I can't imagine.
Remember how Michael, like Angela and Michael's like, Donald Trump, he's cool. Like he probably just didn't really
learn
know.
that from Angela for sure. Because Angela was buying him Trump merch. All right. David and Sheila. David, who I'm sure is a Democrat. I can only imagine. David is looking for a ring.
Yeah, to propose.
Sweetheart. Yeah. He chooses one.
Yes.
It's $83 American.
Yes. 45.50 Philippine pesos. $83. I mean,
it's fine.
That's not cheap. That's not like a $20 ring. It's $100. It's $100 with taxes. It's $100 ring. That's not nothing.
Okay, Melissa.
It's not for him.
Okay.
He doesn't make that much money. That's
true. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to get like a 5,000. I mean,
no.
I think that's a perfectly appropriate ring for him to give her. And I think that she's going to love it. Do I want an $83 ring for my wedding? No, I don't think so. But
what if it's really nice?
Sure, you're right. I'm being a bitch. I think that I want an 80. I'm putting that into the universe.
That counts.
It is the thought that counts. You know, my dad proposed to my mom with a band from a cigar band.
Really?
Yeah, because they couldn't afford a ring at the time.
Oh, that's adorable. And did he buy her one later?
Like, no. Well, I mean, he offered a million times, but my mom doesn't like jewelry.
Oh.
Isn't that weird? So she has a ring she wears now, but it's just like a plain, like it's just like a plain ring. It's not like a diamond ring or anything like that. Yeah. So they're planning this vacation. Do you want to get into what? Oh, this was crazy.
Mobile.
Yeah.
Which is it in the Philippines somewhere? I'm assuming.
Sure. If you think I know, you're crazy.
David's excited because they want to have sex. He's excited to have sex. But once again, as we heard, I think in the first episode, Sheila's like his dick is too big. Like it didn't work.
He says his dick is too big. He's got an American dick. It's a big boy.
It's a big boy.
I want to know how to sign that whole sentence.
Oh, I wonder what is dick in. I wonder if there's a sign for it or if we just spell it.
Penis in sign language.
I know the alphabet.
I do too. I think.
Is it just this?
Oh, here, it's this. Well, I'm watching it. Actually, it's an old woman doing the sign for penis. I'll send it to you.
Hold up 2-finger peace sign and then you move the middle finger.
Move it on. Yeah, but she's doing it over her nose for some reason. I'm at handspeak.com, ASL dictionary. I just sent it to you. Look at the woman who is in charge.
Grande.
It says signs for penis, and it says definition: the part of a male's body that is used for urinating and for sex.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I get it. This is an old lady.
Yeah, that's
funny. Oh, she does it really fast. It's kind of hard to see what she's doing. Oh, yeah, you kind of it look like you're scratching your nose a little with your middle finger and you hold up your pointer finger.
Yeah, I wonder why that's penis. We'll never know.
So anyway, he's got a big old American.
He's got a
big
old dong. Yeah, he's got a big schlong dong.
Big schlong
hog.
dong.
Yeah, he's got a huge hog. And so they've got to be easy with it because Sheila hasn't had sex in a while and she's got a small vajige.
Small vajige. They stay at a nice hotel and Sheila's like, this is the first time I've stayed in a hotel this nice.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And David is like, he's like, I'm going to have to make up work to pay for this.
Oh,
probably putting this baby on the credit card.
Yeah, you got to put this on layaway. And
then
they go to fuck in the shower.
They go take a shower.
If you're trying to have sex for the first time, I hope it's just like a romantic foreplay shower because like sex for the first time is not a good way to have sex.
They can't, that's not going to work for them. That's a pre.
Yeah, they're just
sex.
like lubing up, washing their parts after a long day of traveling.
Yeah.
Now, our favorite sexual prowess couple, Gino and Jasmine.
Jasmine's giving Gino a facial. Not that kind of facial.
Yeah, not that kind of facial. He refuses to take his hat off during this. And she's like, can you at least put it backwards?
Like a mascot. Like his hat has got to be so gross where like the sweat thing is in the hat.
He must have a permanent indent in his head from where his hat is.
Probably.
Yeah. Like, I actually saw this the other day. Like, how babies don't get enough tummy time? Like their heads become a weird shape.
Yeah, it gets flat in the back.
Yeah. Like Gino must have some sort of bizarre head shape from wearing a hat all the time.
Like dads who wear socks that like kind of go up half of your calf and it leaves like an indent in your leg.
And they don't grow hair there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like there's got to be some maybe he's bald because of his hat wearing.
I wonder.
Like which came first, the hat or the bald?
Probably the bald.
Yeah, I think probably the bald, but I'm sure it's not helping anything. No. They are, as usual, are getting in a huge squabble.
This is one of their worst fights, I think.
This might be what breaks them up. I don't know. And this is a foreshadowing, or I guess foreshadowings, maybe it's a spoiler is the right word. But there's been pictures of Jasmine with Mike from the previous season.
Right.
So Mike was dating Jimena, and Jimena had a kid. She lived with her family. The kid was adorable. Jimena, she would go out at night without him.
Hated Mike because he stepped in dog shit and dragged it through her house.
Yeah, and what did he do? He burped or something, and she hated it.
He's gross. He's very gross. And
but
he said a lot of horrible
nice.
things to her.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Afterwards, he said, online, said a bunch of horrible shit. Yeah, was calling her a slut and a skank because he met her on an OnlyFans type thing.
But she was so mean to him. She was horrible to him and was just using him for his money.
But he wouldn't leave, remember? She's like, I need you to leave my house. And he's like, no, I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, he wouldn't. I guess they were both pretty problematic. But anyways, Jasmine was seen with Mike. So who knows if this fight...
What the fuck? But someone said they saw Gino in New York too.
Right. So who knows? But why was Mike there? Because Mike's... I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird. Also... someone called in or emailed in about Gino. He lives in Canton. It's not northern Michigan. It's in between Ann Arbor and Detroit. Someone called on our mailbag episode this week. For some reason, I thought it was Charlevoix or Sheboygan or whatever, but it's Michigan cities. So it's not as, I thought it was northern fucking nowhere Michigan. It's right outside of Detroit.
It's not as desolate.
So Jasmine will have, there's a lot to do there.
If she gets there.
He's paying
$3,000 a month for her apartment. which is insane.
Which is expensive for
Anywhere.
LA.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And she wants to stay there until her visa comes. And he's like, I want to find an apartment that's cheaper because this is insane. Because, I mean, he has to pay for his own shit at home in addition to this $3,000. I mean, that's so expensive.
Yeah.
And she starts going on this rant.
Oh, she goes off.
I think I took the audio of it.
He paid for all of his sugar babies, took his sugar baby to Legoland. Like, she freaks the fuck out.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I think I might have taken a voice note of it.
She calls
here it
him
is.
an idiot. They call each other
idiots.
idiots.
She really gets upset. Hold on. Let me send this to you. Okay. I just sent you the audio file.
Stuff everywhere. Legoland.m4a.
You had money for sugar babies. You were paying $300 for dates.
No,
You
it
have
wasn't.
money for your ex. You took her to Disney.
She-
You took her to Legoland for 1 week.
She is so pissed.
Took her to Legoland.
Like the Legoland part just kills me.
So funny.
Like Jasmine just yearning to go to Legoland with Gino.
She's like, you
that's
took
what really
her
gets
to
her.
Legoland.
You took your ex to our sacred place.
And then she starts throwing his shit everywhere.
Yeah, and the best is that she throws the electric toothbrush. You see the electric toothbrush on the floor, and it's the haunted electric toothbrush
it's the one
that
that got her
for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
last season. And it's just
Wow.
on the floor. And then she drops this bomb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, she does.
Do you want to get into that?
She says that she's gonna fuck her ex because he is the most important person in her life. And she says, you want to see a video of me fucking Dane 1 month ago? And then he calls her a whore and a psycho. So she claims she had sex with her ex a month ago? And I'm like, because they live in the same building. I'm
Right,
like,
that's what I thought
why
too.
She wants to stay in this expensive apartment because she's close to him.
That's what I was wondering. So I'm like, is this real? Is she just trying to piss him off? I don't know. But either
says
way,
she has
like
a
that's
video.
so crazy. Yeah, but I've in like my most psycho stage of my life, I've said crazy shit that wasn't true just to piss someone
Yeah.
off. So I honestly like I don't hope anything. Like I'm not emotionally invested in this, but like
You're not?
I hope.
It keeps me up at night.
Yeah, I feel like that's not true, but at the same time,
It can't.
can it be? I don't know.
I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Riley and Violet, who like I really don't care about, but
I know.
they're at the farmer's market looking at fruit. He tries durian fruit and
Yeah.
which I've never had. Have you had before?
No, I haven't even heard of durian fruit.
They have them in Hawaii. I've heard of them. They allegedly smell horrible. But I've heard they taste good, but the smell and the taste make him sick. He says it tastes like dog shit sauteed in like garlic, which I've heard. I mean, I've always known that the smell is bad. I've never heard that the
durian
taste
fruit
is bad.
smell has been compared to garbage, raw sewage, and sweaty socks.
Yeah, I've heard it's
It
real
smells
bad.
so bad it's been banned from public transit, airports, and hotels in Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be really, really. Oh, wow. So it says the flavor is described as tasting like cheese, almond, garlic, and caramel all at once. Okay, I guess that is funky.
I want to try this.
Yeah, that is a weird flavor profile. I mean, they have them, I think, in the market sometimes.
Just
Yeah.
stock up. My house smells terrible.
Durian, yeah. It's a fun prank to cut open a bunch of durian fruit and leave them for Martin to find. So he basically is like getting really nauseous and sick from all the smells in the market because he's like a little bitch boy. And he tells Violet that the reason he's crazy is because he was like gaslit by his ex. His ex was cheating on him. She said he wasn't. And then he found like a man hiding in her bathroom or something.
Something like that. Saw the car at her house or something.
Yeah. And then that's why he hired a private investigator, which he lies and says is totally normal in America, that like we all hire private investigators on each other.
That's not a normal thing to do unless you're on the show Cheaters. That's
Yeah.
not a thing we do.
I was like, this fool is like
We
trying
internet stalk them like normal fucking people.
Yeah, it's like I'll look at their Instagram or give them a Google. I'm not hiring a PI.
No, to follow them around and take photos.
Yeah, and Violet's like, oh, okay, I didn't realize it was a cultural difference. And I'm like, Violet, girl, it ain't. That was crazy. Razvan and Amanda. What was this tea we found on Amanda? Didn't?
Oh, someone sent us a Patreon message.
Yeah, what was it? Here's a timeline. What is this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
there's
so
a timeline.
Okay, this is funny. Okay, so someone sent a timeline too. 1976, Jason is born. 1991, Amanda is born. 1996, Razvan is born. 2010, Jason and Amanda meet. 2014, Jason and Amanda get married. 2019, Amanda's mom passes away. July 2021, Jason starts feeling sick, no diagnosis made. October 2021, friend of Razvan claims this is when he and Amanda started talking. March 9, 2022, Jason is diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Wow, March 19, he passes away.
That is
so we got 10 days later.
crazy.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
April 9, 4 months before the August 9 phone call with Amanda's kids. What?
There's a screenshot in an episode, a couple episodes ago. Someone saw her on her phone talking to her kids when she was visiting Razvan, and it was in August. And she claimed it was December. So someone's like, nope, it's on your phone that it's August that you were visiting him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So April 10th, Amanda's sister passes away. She has a sister who passed away?
Yeah. I think she has a couple sisters.
Yeah, because one of her sisters is the meth bus sister.
Yes. Yeah. The other one passed away.
May 4th, Razvan makes a tribute on his TikTok to Amanda. Oh, God, what happened?
May 4th.
August. Where am I? August 9th.
2022.
Wait, May 4th. July 2022, Amanda claims this is when Amanda and Razvan started being flirtatious.
Lies.
Early August 2022, Amanda is in Romania.
Uh-huh.
That'd be funny. Like, that's crazy. Like, you start being flirtatious in July and then, like, a few weeks later you visit. Like, that's not how life works.
Yeah, we got this message from Leah. It says, I think you asked for 90-day tea. She said, reality gays have someone who does deep dives on 90 Day for people for them. And there's so many things about Amanda and Razvan. I love reality gays. I haven't listened to it in so long. I just don't have fucking time. They're so good,
I think
though.
we had our 90-day podcast. They were guests on it, right?
Yeah, we did a few years ago.
Yeah.
So they found this out a long time ago, but Amanda and Razvan started messaging before her husband died. That's what the timeline says. Amanda was a server and her husband was the manager at Hooters. And she was the other woman before they got together because her husband already had a family.
Oh, fuck.
So she was the other woman. She has an arrest from a long time ago for beating the shit out of someone with a baseball bat. We know that. So they met at Hooters. That makes so much sense that he was like the manager.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, long story short, she's a bitch. She's being emasculating, and Razvan is finally starting to get over it. And as soon as he's starting to get over it, she's like,
no, wait, I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah, she starts like getting upset.
She sucks.
She's like so emotionally abusive and immature and a big fucking loser. All right. Well, our favorite 90-day UK.
I love you, chicken baby.
Oh, so someone called into our mailbag and told us that chicken is a term of endearment in the UK.
Yeah, which makes so much sense.
Yeah, so hopefully that's what he is referring to.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the Jose and Louise stuff?
So they show Jose and Louise. I'm like, whoa, she's really pregnant. But they're like, she's 23 weeks. I'm like, oh, it's not.
Yeah. Well, you saw her food order.
Yes. But she's showing.
Like,
but apparently with your second kid, you show way more because your body
really?
remembers it. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. At 23 weeks, I'm like, I didn't really look like I was pregnant.
How many months is 23 weeks?
5.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty. I mean,
there was a little thing there, but I could still fit in my. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she meets her friend Ange to like talk. She's telling him that Jose only got 20% on the first test.
That's no bueno.
Also, you only need 60%. That's like a fucking C-, a D.
Yeah, well, I mean, passing is like a C.
Yeah, you only need 60%. So it's crazy that he only got 20% right.
I remember that in college because you could either get like a grade or you could do classes pass fail.
Yeah.
And like a pass was like a C-.
Yeah.
And I'd be like on classes that were hard, I'd be like, yeah, pass fail. Because I know I'm going to get a C- in math.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Louise keeps saying he's not lazy. He's just chilled out. And then they show him sitting on the couch on his iPad. He's not studying English. He's playing games. He's just like laughing to himself on his iPad.
My favorite part, though, is that when he is studying English, he's reading books to study English. And it's like a child's preschool book.
I'm like, that book is exactly like the book I was just reading to Ripley, where you turn the page and it's like, mirror, here's you. He's like looking at himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is what my 11-month-old child does.
Which, I mean, I guess if it's
sure, like
fundamental basic English, that's a good way to learn, maybe. I guess so. I mean, that's one way to learn. I mean, maybe they were buying books for the baby and he was just practicing one of the books for the baby that they were buying.
More sense.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
I just thought of that because I'm like, why it'd be weird to buy that book to study.
So they're grilling burgers in the backyard.
Oh, that sounds good.
Louise says, Jose isn't really vocal while like over him, he's like trying to kill a fly. Just like trying to smash a fly with his hand, just like laughing, and he misses it. He looks like he's a child.
The son is like, I don't really think he would be vocal or understand in his own language either, though, is the problem, Mom.
The son gets it. The son knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's rough.
And they're like, it's important that you take care of the baby. And he's like, it's important. And the son's like, I don't know. Did you even know what you're talking about? Like, do you know what's important? He's like, it's important. And he's like, he doesn't know what we're saying.
No. And then he's like eating. And then he's like, I need water. And or like, I'm thirsty. And they're like, oh my God, you are not listening to this very serious conversation we're trying to have. He's practicing his English more. And he's like, my name is Jose. I like to watch TV on the toilet. Like, I hope that there's an oral part of your English test where that's how you introduce yourself to whatever English magistrate is testing you.
Sends him to the store to get some food.
In all honesty, though, I would not be able to remember that order or do that order well.
She wrote it down.
He wrote it down.
He wrote it. In his like crazy English.
Yeah. She's like, I would like a hummus wrap, and he's like, huge rat. Like,
huge rat. Oh yeah, he's like, huge rat burger.
And I mean, she's saying stuff that's crazy. Like, she's like, will you ask them if their mayonnaise is pasteurized? Like, he's not gonna remember to say that. Is that a pregnant thing, by the way?
Yes, you can't have unpasteurized things because they can have listeria.
Bacteria. Okay. Yeah. I was like thinking about that. But she honestly orders 10 different things for him to write down. He ends up, I think, doing a good job. And the people at the chicken shop are very helpful
Yes.
to him, and they realize this is not his primary language. And I'm sure it's also helpful that there is a camera crew there in terms of their patience.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, because otherwise I think that they would probably go bananas.
Yeah, they'd be like, what do you want? Okay, I don't have time for this.
Right. But Jose is like, the guy's like, oh, are you trying to move here and get a visa? Do you have to take the English test? And Jose's like, I have to take it tomorrow. And I'm like, holy shit, he's taking it tomorrow?
Yeah.
But plot twist, he passes.
He passes.
How?
Well, I would assume that he knows the exact questions that are going to be on the test so he can just study those.
Right. But I mean, still surprising, but it was almost some weird shift where after he passed, it almost seemed like he spoke way better English, like in his confessional.
Yeah, he was speaking English. I was like, oh, he must have learned, I guess.
Yeah, and he was also doing kind of like a parody satirical accent. Like he was talking in kind of a British accent. And I was like, what is the time frame on this? And also, is this guy an actor? Because this is all too much and too weird.
Oh, yes, I've seen that Japanese show where the parents send their kids to run errands.
Oh, yeah. So someone wrote in Reddit being like, Jose going to the chicken shop reminded me of that Japanese show on Netflix where the parents make their little kids run errands.
It's so good. That's so funny. It's similar.
It's very similar, but I love that show. It's on Netflix and it's in Japanese. But sometimes when the kids start crying, I know lose my mind. It's so cute. It's like they send the kids. They're like, the parents are like, you have to go to the market and just get like one tomato, or like they'll give them a list.
Yeah,
and the kids will have like a little.
Some eggs. Yeah. They're like, okay. And then they forget something. They're like, no.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
And they like have a little backpack with like a big flag on it. And like, it's so, and like people in the community are so nice. And sometimes they'll just get scared or like they'll forget something and they'll start crying. And it's watching them like count change and try to figure out like how much money. It's really the cutest, Swedish show ever. And it really is like Jose running errands. Yes. It's like having your little boy be like, okay, go get us lunch at the chicken shop.
A Peter wrap.
Yeah. Make sure you come back. Look both ways. But yeah, I thought that was so funny. And similarly to having a child, the episode ends so weird.
Yeah. He's in the bathtub and she's washing his hair?
Yeah, she's like giving him a.
She's giving him
big baby a bath. Yeah, she's giving big baby a bath.
This whole thing is just
bath time for chicken. Bath time for baby. Yeah. Tionne and David, who like I totally don't care about.
Yeah, this bitch. She seems insufferable.
Yeah, she's so, from her laugh to her personality to her interests.
She calls herself a princess. They go to Sosua in the Dominican Republic. It's this very rural area where David has a house for them. Yeah. He's renting. She's mad that she has to take a taxi because David couldn't pick her up.
Loser
and
behavior.
They're like going out to dinner. She takes forever to get ready. And then he tells her like, oh, it's not safe to walk by yourself at night. And she's like, oh my God, I feel betrayed.
Yeah.
That he said that. Like, girl, Google it.
Yeah, Google anywhere. She's just like an idiot.
She's like, I don't like food that's too oily or too greasy.
Yeah, she's the type of person who would go out with like 300 dietary restrictions, like dressing on the side, send everything back. Yeah, she's very annoying. Christian and Rebecca, another couple I'm super not invested in. Honestly, I'm like pretty much just only invested in Jose and Luis.
Yeah, it was pretty boring. The Christian was like, doesn't want to go to her belly dancing shows anymore.
Yeah.
And he sucks. Like he's just being mean to her. And he was apparently cheating on her on a cruise in Norway and is like still DMing the girl.
Yeah, and he's admitted to kind of being a ladies' man, but she's not allowed to dance, like belly dance professionally. Like the whole thing is so stupid.
It sucks.
All right, 90 Day the Other Way. Mistrust, she wrote. Holly is pulling a full Britney Spears breakdown moment.
She's just running?
Well, okay, it's great. Like Wayne, after doing his whole spiel about it's not safe for you to be alone, I'm not going to let you be alone for a year straight.
Yeah.
Just leaves her on the side of the road to get home alone.
Yeah. And she's just running and she's like, what the fuck? She's not wearing shoes.
Yeah, she's running barefoot home through, like, doesn't really know where she is, trying to get home in this place where she's been told nothing but that it's super dangerous for her to be alone.
It's so fucked up. And I saw on Reddit this, remember when he was talking about how he invested 40,000 into crypto? Some people are like, he was talking about South African rand, which is converts to 2,000 in crypto. So they don't know that because they're like, why would he say 40,000? Because to go on a honeymoon, it's not $40,000.
Right.
Like $2,000 for a honeymoon is more like, that's our honeymoon money.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought it was like their
but
savings,
I don't know.
too.
It could be 40,000, but people are like, it might be
just
less,
2K.
But who knows?
Interesting. Also, this is unrelated, but someone on I think it was Twitter, posted a video of like Holly doing some weird dance on a beach, and Rachel from Hollywood Crime Scene, who we used to do 90 Day Fiancé Slumber Party with, was like, I feel like I've been cursed. Like, I feel like this is
the Ring video.
The Ring video. It's like dark, and she's doing, it's not even a dance. She's like doing a few steps forward and then a few steps back and then like a few steps sideways, and like her head is down. And it's like honestly a really, it's like a horror movie. It's honestly a really terrifying
video. Her hair looked insane. It looked like it was in knots on the top of her head. It was just like in knots.
She has not been brushing that weave out.
No, you can't not brush if you have long ass
extensions.
Hair.
Well, I think it's extensions. I think we've decided that it's extensions.
It's gotta be, because that's insane.
You have to really take care of extensions. I've had extensions before. Have you?
No.
You really it's a whole process to take care of extensions.
Do you have like the clip-in ones?
No. Like it was like glue,
they sew it
like piece by piece glued in. Yeah, it was like the keratin tip extensions, and like you have to blow dry them and brush them, or else they get all tangled and like dreadlocked, and then
that's what's happening with her hair.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, oh, it ain't good. Then I guess he comes back for her.
He came back for her.
And then they're at the house and she's like not that pissed, which was weird. She's just like really empathetic and is like, oh baby, like, are you okay? What's going on? And he's kind of emotional and crying, and it's just like such a dude moment.
They're a mess.
He basically is like, you're my romantic partner, but we're not together in business, so don't talk to me about my finances.
Okay.
And he's like, I need some time like to think. And she's like, do you want me to go? And he's like, no, just you can sit there and just be silent though. And she's like, okay. It's just their whole thing is weird.
They're gonna be together forever, probably.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they're trauma bonded, and they're never they're never letting each other go.
Excited for them.
Yeah, they're gonna get into some weird shady shit. Like, I don't know, there's some weird drug, something, gambling. There's something weird going on there.
Something weird going on. A lot of people on Reddit have been speculating about Holly's behavior. It's just odd.
Well, when his house was broken into 3 times in a row and then they killed his dog, I'm like, this man owes someone money or something.
Yeah, that seems extreme to kill a dog.
Yeah, and it's the same people breaking in 3 times in a row and then doing that. Like, this is a personal thing. Like, he's hiding something. And he's so stressed about money, and something's going on secretive.
Got that pepper spray
good.
garage.
Yeah, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Mary and Brandon, and I've heard that they are no longer going to be on the show next season.
I heard that too because they keep posting on Instagram like spoiling next season.
Yeah, they're doing
spoiling
Instagram
everything.
lives, spoiling, saying which couples are together, which couples are not. I've missed all their Instagram lives where they...
I haven't watched them. I've just read about what they're doing. Like, why would they do that? It's
so
weird.
they're not going to be on the show next season, I guess. And probably good for her and them because they both seem to need a lot of therapy.
Yeah. They need therapy so badly.
Yeah, Mary is full-scale panic attack mode, continued from last week.
Yeah.
Production has to step in with the medic to give her inhaler because she cannot breathe.
Yeah.
And then Brandon reveals that he once tried to take his own life.
It's so sad.
They're both trauma bonded as well. They're both really in need of some therapy and help. And he apologizes.
Sucks. He apologizes to her. I'm like, what are you apologizing for? Stop.
Yeah. And then she says sorry for freaking out, but she doesn't say sorry for the trust stuff or say that she trusts him.
Like, he's like, please just say you trust me. And like, she just can't say that. And it's like, what? Fucking just say it.
I hope that maybe this relationship will be an emotional bottom for both of them that leads them into getting the help that they both need, because like this is going to end in an explosion for both of them.
Well, you know the spoiler that she's pregnant.
No, I don't know any spoilers. What is the spoilers?
That's what people say. She's pregnant. There's like pictures.
With his baby?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I'm wrong. They're going to have to get their act together then. And not get a hot nanny, I guess. Oh, boy.
Nope. Yeah. So that's the rumors. The preview for next episode where he's like, I'm out of money. Like, you need to ask for help.
I wonder what her grandfather thinks about her being pregnant.
I don't know.
Oh, boy. They're going to be on OnlyFans soon.
No.
It's going to be like, Paul and Karina.
Oh, my God.
Who is missing,
Karini.
by the way. Paul is apparently, according to Instagram this morning, MIA, missing.
Karini posted on Instagram. And then she posted 2 photos where she's like holding her stomach in a way that makes her look pregnant. Like posing. Is she fucking pregnant again?
They're an OnlyFans couple, too. And like they have, I've never seen it because you could not pay me money to watch, but like they have like sex, like group sex, weird stuff. Yeah, Paul had sex with like Karini's sister or something, right? Cousin? There's, if you've watched
and
their season,
their kids have been taken
away or something,
taken away. Yeah.
Yeah. If you've watched the season, Paul ain't right in the head.
No.
So I think, and this is not the first time he's disappeared, right? Doesn't he kind of do this?
Yeah,
I think. His poor mom. I feel bad for his mom was like seemed really normal. Oh my God. Remember when he like asked for some of his mom's hair before he left to keep? He's a serial killer. Like he's like really not okay.
It's not going to end well for these two. It's not.
God, no. Oh, man. Now I kind of actually do want to see their OnlyFans just to see.
No.
Like, do they do I don't want to see them have sex.
Remember
do
they
do
sent us a
normal
cameo?
updates?
That was like 5 minutes long. And they were talking about all the water damage in their house.
Yes. Oh, my God. We need to find that again and post it on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I forgot about that.
It was like 5 minutes long.
Yeah, we felt bad for them. So we were like, let's send them some money to Cameo and then we'll just get a Cameo back. That'll be nice. And now, oh man. Okay. Well, wow. That was crazy. I totally forgot about that. Even more crazy is this new couple, Shakina and Sarper. I heard a conspiracy theory that... Okay. So you know that couple that's super boring? Julio and Kristen from the Netherlands.
Yes.
I heard that their storyline wasn't going anywhere. So
Yes.
they plopped in this new couple, and that's why they're in so late.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's how many episodes in? It's like 8 episodes in.
Yeah. That they were like, people are bored with this couple. It's not going anywhere. Like, let's
Well, yeah, they
plop
are
in this
boring as
crazy ass
shit.
couple. Yeah. This couple, not boring as shit. I mean, maybe they are, but they're so weird. Shakina she lives in LA. She allegedly hosts events, whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. She's also an esthetician. And we found her, or Rachel from Hollywood Crime Scene found her Instagram. Let's see, where is it?
Yes. She is, that's her
We wanna
day job,
go-
I guess.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. Shakina Garner, licensed for 23 years. Creator of the #1 dermaplaning and oil planing. She has a
Okay.
certified masterclass.
Followed by Allie Baby 90.
I've been secretly going to her for years. I really want to go to her. She looks like she gives good facials.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
she
lot
also
of, microdermabrasion, oxygen facials.
LED therapy.
Sure. She's got
like,
a lot of
where-
cool machines.
Yeah, she does have a lot of machines and like a lot of peels.
Fluorescent Skin LA is what it's called.
Oh, I couldn't find it. Okay, great.
And it is where an 80-minute custom facial is $350.
You've got to be kidding me.
Microderm, LED, microcurrent, cryotherapy, oxygen, ultrasound, lymphatic drainage, high frequency.
Oh my God. Here's a post from June 5. If you're not making 6 figures as an esthetician, something is missing.
Oh. Where is this place?
Oh my God. And it's just a video of her like holding a bunch of cash.
It just says serves Los Angeles. What? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's some
There's
shady ass shit
hours.
right there.
There's no address. By appointment only. There's no address.
Probably once she got on 90 Day Fiancé, she had to take it off.
That's so weird.
Although
it
she
says
probably-
Studio City. But there's no address.
Well, listen, I don't want a $300 facial, but if I win the lotto, maybe I'll go there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, but her face, she's had a lot of work done.
Yeah, she looks bonkers.
Yeah.
What's craziest about her story, though, is okay. So now, if you don't watch, she looks like the quintessential LA woman.
Yes.
She looks like her main desire in life is to look like a Kardashian.
Yes.
But she was raised Amish in Tennessee with 5 sisters, and her parents chose to be Amish. Like they were living I don't want to say normal life, but they were like living a normal life. And I guess one day
Amish, your typical
non-Amish
American
existence.
life.
And then one day, I guess her parent, like nothing screams nervous breakdown more than one day deciding to be Amish. Like,
That's really crazy.
yeah, being like, I don't want to be near technology anymore, and I just want to churn butter and ride in a horse and buggy. So then the family just decided to be Amish.
Yeah.
And she was raised Amish. And then when she grew up, she was like, no,
Fuck this.
I want to live a event hosting.
Give me
esthetician
lip
life.
fillers.
Yeah, where is the lip filler? So she is dating Sarper from Turkey,
Sarper, who's 43.
who also has had a lot of work done, and he wears makeup.
Yes, he's a model and a personal trainer, as they all are.
Very Zoolander-ish. He claims that he has slept with 2,500 women.
Was that a joke?
No,
Because this
I
is on the next episode. Like, how many women have you slept with? He's like 2,500.
I don't think it was a joke.
I mean, that's possible.
I think he was
he's
very
43. If he hasn't had a long-term relationship ever, and he's having sex every 2 days,
I
with
think
a
that there's a
different lady.
lot of men who
Yeah. No, that's-
are like sex addicts who
Yeah.
have like numbers like that are crazy. Like,
Yeah.
let's say you start having sex when you're like 16 or something, and you're 41 now.
365 days a year.
Yeah, times 20. Well, you're not gonna have sex every day,
20
but
years, that's 6,000. Oh yeah, easily.
yeah. So I mean, I
Easily.
think it's possible.
Yeah.
That's insane. He told her that she needs to weigh 128 pounds.
Exactly. He's like, you would look great at 128.
That's the ideal weight for her. Like, red flag
what-
alert.
What if she weighs 127? I don't.
what if she
Why that
weighs
specific
200
number?
pounds?
Why that? It's
He
weird.
probably Googled it. He probably Googled ideal weight for like 5'6" woman or 5'7" woman, however tall she is.
That's crazy.
It's if someone said that to me, they would be on the curb so fast.
Yeah, immediate red flag.
That's insane. Even more insane that she is fine with it. I mean, a testament to her self-esteem that she is okay with a man delegating how much she should weigh.
Okay. Also, she said she has a daughter at boarding school.
She did. I missed that.
Yeah, she just said it kind of like quickly, and I was like, huh? A daughter? What?
That's interesting.
Yeah. And then she has her little gaggle of friends who all are very enthusiastic about plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's one of their main hobbies. These people are
Yes.
events, the nightlife, and plastic surgery for sure.
Yes. And then for some reason, her friend Dan like sits down with her to talk and like professes his love for her.
Yeah, they like used to date or something. I don't know. The whole thing is weird.
It seemed like a setup, like,
Yeah, it seemed like
and then your
contrived.
friend's gonna say that he is in love with you. That's gonna be the drama.
Yeah, and I think that that's why people think that they're kind of like, we need a new storyline because this couple's boring, so let's put you guys on.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're fucking weird.
Weird.
Another weird couple who also is boring as fuck. Danielle and Johan. Nothing really exciting here. They're at the
No.
fertility doctor. It's going to obviously be very expensive. It's money that they don't have.
Yeah.
And Danielle wants eggs from someone who has gone to Harvard.
Yeah, she wants an egg donor, and they'll use Johan's sperm. It's gonna be $11,500. Also, like, you don't know if it's gonna work.
Right. Yeah.
And Johan, he wants to be a dad. He said he has 10 nephews that he's taking care of.
Yeah, it's a really big family. That's
All. That's really all that happened with them.
Yeah, they're the worst couple. On to Last Resort, the best of the franchises, I think, actually.
I think I enjoy it the most.
Yeah, I really love it. Plot twist, allegedly Ed and Liz got married.
No, Liz?
Yeah, so people have found a wedding invitation. The wedding of Edward and Elizabeth, Tuesday, August 29th, 2023 at 3:00.
That was a couple days ago.
Yeah, dinner and reception. What does it say?
Is it in
It's
Arkansas?
blurry. Holland Barn, Gentry, Arkansas, it looks like.
Yeah, that's where they moved.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe Last Resort worked out for them, but it appears if all went according to plan that they got married on Tuesday.
Poor
Liz.
Poor Liz. But like, I don't know. She obviously, part of her wants to do this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're another trauma bonded, addicted to the
Yes.
drama couple. All these people are addicted to the drama.
Yes.
If you're going to go on a reality show, a part of you likes
Oh,
conflict.
yes, you have to. Yes.
Yeah. So Angela, we return to this cursed hot tub.
This disgusting hot tub.
Yeah. Angela's screaming and splashing water in Ed's face. It gets in Liz's face. Everyone's like yelling at each other.
And Kelly and what's her face?
Oh,
that woman from Georgia.
God, it's not
Molly.
Missy. Molly, yeah.
They're like walking off. They're making fun of Ed, and he's like, "What crouching hidden dragon type of stuff is he gonna do? Like he ain't crouching nothing."
I know. I was like kind of glad because it seemed like the fight between everyone else brought them closer together.
Yeah, like they were laughing about it, having a good time.
Yeah, they got to bond over something, which is a plus at
Yeah.
least.
And then Angela's yelling at Liz.
Yeah, in her face, like crazy.
Close to her face. And all I was thinking was, oh my God, Angela's breath probably smells so bad.
Horrible.
Like she was within an inch of her face.
Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. Yeah. And Ed was like team Angela. Ed was like, what did he say? Like, you deserve to be yelled
Liz
at.
got her ass served to her.
Yeah, and you deserved it because Liz was upset that Ed cheated in the game, and Ed's like, it's not a big deal. And Angela was sticking up for Ed because Angela's like, I know what it's like to be the underdog. And Angela's such a boys girl. I mean, I don't know what the term would be, but she loves being one of the boys.
Yes.
She's really threatened by a young woman.
Yeah.
The only women she likes are women that she doesn't find like threatening or physically attractive or are her own age. It's
terrible
really,
personality trait to have.
It's one of the worst personality traits to have, actually. So she continues through the night. She continues to party with Jovi. Mm-hmm. They're up till 2 a.m. They bust in on Yara sleeping, and Yara's like, I'm fucking asleep.
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone. Angela, I guess, has a boombox. Who has a boombox anymore?
Angela has a boombox. I was like, Yara's like putting her boombox outside. I was like, huh? What boombox? Like, does she have an iPhone? Play music on your phone.
Yeah, I'm like, what music also was Angela listening to
I would
on this?
love to know.
Yeah, on this alleged boombox.
Boombox.
Yeah, and the next day, Angela actually gets in trouble with one of the therapists for all the ruckus that was caused the night before.
Violent.
Yeah, she's violent. She's loud. They're like flashing. They're naked. All this stuff. And someone from the hotel is like, there's other people here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
There's other people at this hotel.
Insane. So the next day, one of the therapists like knocks on Angela's door, and they have coffee together outside. And the therapist is like, so why do you think I'm here today? And Angela has no idea. She thinks she was totally normal and the night was fine because she's so used to just interacting that way with people. And the therapist is like, well, I think that maybe the way you converse or get your point across is perhaps like a little inappropriate. And Angela says that she used to work in a jail, so that's how she knows to communicate.
See, I remember her saying she used to be a hospice nurse.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, did she work as a nurse in a jail, maybe?
That's what people are thinking, because everyone's like, I haven't seen anything about Angela, because people are like, was she like a warden or
like a correctional officer?
Yeah.
Like, what was her job?
I can imagine her being the scariest correctional officer of all time.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't fuck with her. With her stick.
Oh, my God. We watched 60 Days In, and imagining Angela being one of the correctional officers on 60 Days In is so scary. But we've discussed this before, I think, on 90 Day Fiancé Slumber Party. But Angela's family has like a bad history with the law.
Yeah, her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter was charged with 13 counts of child molestation and rape.
Yeah, she was in jail. I think she's out, but I know she was in jail for a while.
Yeah, and Angela's gotten a DUI.
Oh, yeah, she got a DUI like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she's had more than one
I'm
DUI
sure
that we
had
know
multiple.
of. Yeah, one DUI that we know of. So that was kind of interesting. Do you want to get into the Jovi and Yara conversation?
Oh, yeah. So we saw in last week, there was like a preview to Yara saying, "You're bringing her into our bed."
Right.
And of course, I was like, he's not cheating. It's got to be something lame, like fucking Liz went into the room. And it turns out it was Angela came into the room.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what she means, like in our bed. Like she was sitting on the bed or something.
Yeah, maybe it was just like when she was trying to sleep and brought Angela in, and it was just Yara
set her boombox on the bed, maybe.
Yeah.
And then Jovi, she tells Jovi he needs to go to rehab because he's like there drinking every night, like partying, and she's like, "This is therapy."
But that's been his behavior from day one. Remember, like at breakfast, he would have a beer, and like as soon as he got off the airplane to visit her, like he was like holding a beer. He's always had a problem with alcohol, for sure. So I think that's something he needs to address. And then Jovi tells Yara, like, he doesn't trust. They're having like a romantic dinner. And Jovi tells Yara she's controlling because she wants to take birth control and wants to live in a certain place. Like, she wants to have that apartment in Europe. And I'm like, so it's controlling if Yara has opinions. But my guess is that when Jovi wants to have a baby, or if Jovi wants to live a certain place, that's not him being controlling. That's just him being the man of the family or him having opinions. But if Yara wants something, that's her trying to control him. Like it's just so
fucked up because she wants to not have a child and take birth control. And he's like, that's controlling me. That's the opposite. You're controlling her.
Right. And also she's like, I'm not asking you to pay for a condo or an apartment in Europe. I have literally started my own business and made money, and I'm in my early 20s, and I'm an immigrant here, and I've made enough money to buy my own place. So why are you have any problem with this? He sucks.
He sucks. I hope she moves back to Europe.
Yeah.
And
I think she's cool and funny and seems smart.
I like her.
I like her too. I think that she can do so much better. But we will see what the future holds for these couples. If you guys know any top secret information, Melissa.
Secrets.
Yes, Melissa, where can people reach us?
You can email us at webcrawlerspod@gmail.com.
All right. Well, I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And that's all, folks. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's another 90-day fiancé, baby. Oh, it's another 90-day fiancé.
Powered by Acast.